Alright, so we are back for another Dokkan battle video, and in today's video we are going to be looking at the new LR RIBRIANNE. Now look, with a unit like LR RIBRIANNE, you know, LR Bulma, these not really exciting characters I guess I should say, their releases are very important when they're good. But when you have a unit like LR RIBRIANNE who just sucks, like what was the point of releasing her? She's not exciting, so like as a character, no one really cares about her, nobody wants to summon on her banner because of that. Her kit sucks, so no one's going to want to summon on her banner because of that as well. Her animations are good, but that's not to say they look flashy. It's just very specific elements of her animations we like. I'll just leave it at that. But, like, as a whole, she's just a very useless unit. Like, there's no reason to summon on her whatsoever. So, I don't know. For Dokkan, like, when they release a unit like this and then wonder why their sales are going down, it's like, yeah, well, no dip your sales are going down because you're releasing units like this that have just bad kits and that aren't really exciting. But then, for example, a unit like Bulma, LR Bulma, she was a perfect release. She's not a very exciting character. She's on some really weak teams, but you make her like the best unit in the game by a mile, and her value just completely skyrockets because, you know, she's this good and she's not really an exciting character, so she's on a lot of weak teams, a lot of non-sand teams specifically that don't get that many buffs. So then her value is just insane. But then, like I said, for a unit like this, there's just no value. So anyway, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They can look pretty impressive in some situations. We've got a very good team for them right here. You can see we got 6 out of 7 links activated. We do have some support from the Rosie. We're here at 304k defense. Alright, not the worst. I mean, that's still dying from like AoEs and stuff like that. But you got to keep in mind we get a lot of stats on Super. And then we get that, you know, that 22% damage reduction, which still pisses me off. They could have easily just made a 66% damage reduction, and she would have been infinitely better. Like, with 66% damage reduction, she could have been amazing for slot 1. You know, even 300k defense with 66% damage reduction, still pretty good in slot 1. And then, obviously, you get all the stats on Super, and then she'd be amazing. Because when you're pushing a million defense with anything over 50% damage reduction, you're pretty much tanking everything. Especially if you're getting stats on Super. But with, you know, LR RIBRIANNE, she only has the 22% damage reduction, and then you're only really pushing a million defense if you get really lucky with, like, your additionals and stuff like that. Which, I guess it's still worth pointing out, though, she does have a lot of built-in additionals. I guess on that note, we can just go ahead and get right into her kit and go over the additionals. So, she starts off with the 30% attack and defense on her 12-key super, and then 50% attack and defense on her 18-key super. So then, like I mentioned, with all these additional supers, her stats are definitely ramping up. And then her passive is that she's getting 3-key and then 122% attack and defense. She's changing STR orbs into tech orbs, and then she has a medium chance to change physical orbs into tech orbs, and then a medium chance to turn AGL orbs into tech orbs. So a really good orb changer for tech. If you need like a lot of tech key spheres, I guess in the punching bag event or anything like that, she's definitely going to be very good for that. So there is some value with her orb changing. And then also, if HP is 66% or more when attacking, she launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super. So there's that one additional. It's definitely very good. Most of the time, you're probably going to be above 66% HP, as long as you have like a good team with her, which I guess can actually be difficult because, yeah, her teams aren't good. Like, we could pull it up right here. She's got, I mean, if you want to say tournament participants, which is this category right here, I guess that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, Power of Wishes is pretty good as well, but you're not running her on Power of Wishes because there's just better options than her. And who is she going to link with on Power of Wishes? Like, I don't know, you're going to get Legendary Power and Fierce Battle activated with her. And that's it. But then you're missing stuff like Battlefield Diva, Metamorphosis, Signature Pose, which all these links do give a good amount of stats. So then missing out on those things is going to be nullifying her even more, or making her even, like, worse. Which is bad because she's already not good enough. So that's what I'm saying. Like, her team's not great, and then her spot on these teams are not great because she's not great. So overall, not great. I mean, very simple, right? So she also does launch an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super when there's a Universe Survival Saga category ally on the team. Obviously, we've got, yeah, a full Universe Survival Saga team right here. So we do have that activated. So that's at least 2 additionals that we're going to be getting right here. I mean, that's pretty good, right? The 2 additionals, and then obviously the 1 super we're doing. And then we could get 1 in the Hidden Potential system, which I think those are all the additionals she has built in. So then she's potentially getting 4 supers in a turn. So she's getting the 50% defense from her 18 key, assuming you get it, but most of the time you are going to get it because obviously she's a good orb changer, so you're going to be able to get the tech key spheres with her. And then she gets the other super, which is 30% attack and defense, another 30% attack and defense with the other super, and then if you get lucky with additionals in the hidden potential system, another 30%. So that's why I'm saying, like, in slot 2 and 3, with her little bit of damage reduction, and then with good RNG with these additional supers, she can look pretty impressive. She's in that range of, like, you know, a million defense, then with a little bit of damage reduction, which is good for tanking normals, maybe for tanking a super with type advantage, but, dude, a type neutral super or a type disadvantage super in any moderately difficult event is going to obliterate her. And don't even think about putting her in slot 1. If you put her in slot 1, it's over. Like, even normals are just going to crush her. So, that's why this unit is just very weird. Like, with Bulma, you could see exactly what they were going for, and they 100% succeeded in that, because Bulma is on these weak teams, but she's also the best unit on these weak teams by a lot. Not even like the best unit just on those weak teams, she's one of the best units just in the game. So you could throw her in slot 1, she's tanking all these attacks, and then these other wonkier units on these weak teams have their time to, like, build up and all that, because you could just throw them in slot 2 and 3, let them do their thing, and then just throw Bulma in slot 1, let her do her thing, and then she's also supporting the whole team. Like, you guys know how crazy Bulma is. So then, when you have a unit like this, that kind of needs the treatment Bulma had, but is just nowhere near Bulma's level, then, like I said for, like, the 5th time in this video, you know, their value is just kind of wonky. So, we do have the Giant form. Actually, the Giant form is pretty useful. You know, you get some free damage in, and you don't take any damage, so we can go ahead and play this. I'll go over the effects and all that after we play the animation. Yeah, we definitely like RIBRIANNE's animations. Say that. Dude, they knew what they were doing with that one, too. They definitely weren't hiding it there. Anyway, you can see a lot of tech key spheres, so we still are orb changing even when we go into the Giant form, which is definitely very good. It just makes getting key with them, you know, even more, like, easier, I guess. So they start off by getting an additional 2 key per key sphere obtained, and then they also change STR orbs into tech orbs, and then they randomly change another type of key orb other than STR and tech into rainbow key spheres. So technically they are a rainbow orb changer. If they were a rainbow orb changer just all the time, even before they go into their Giant form, I mean, I don't want to say that would make them, like, much better, but it would make them a little bit more valuable on these teams just to kind of throw them on, because then you throw them in slot 3, let them do their thing, get all the supers, and then they're also orb changing, so then, or rainbow orb changing, and obviously rainbow orb changing is very valuable just for the team. So then that would make them a little bit better, but it doesn't really matter because it's only in their Giant form, which you're only getting for like 1 or 2 turns. As you can see there, we only got the Giant form for 1 turn, so it's not really benefiting the team that much, and obviously there's no other units you have on the rotation other than the Giant form RIBRIANNE. So the rainbow orb changing is really only good for them, but they also get, like, additional key and all that in their Giant transformation, like I said, so it's not that beneficial. Here we're at 310k defense, or 316k to be more specific. I mean, we could just go ahead and cut to, like, the red zone test. It really doesn't matter what they're looking like now. They don't build up or anything, so their performance is going to be the exact same throughout the video. All they have is, you know, their Giant form transformation, which obviously we did just get. So with all that said, let's go ahead and cut to the red zone Broly test. Alright, so we are here fighting red zone Broly. We got a pretty good rotation for them right here. We are going to have 6 out of 7 links activated. Of course, we got them linked up next to the Kakunza, and she is supporting the LR RIBRIANNE for a little bit of stats as well. We're here at basically 300k defense. We are taking a super after we super, so this should work out pretty perfectly for us. I'm very confident they're going to be able to tank this. I don't think they're going to tank any more than, like, 50k. I mean, they're type advantage, and they're taking the super and the normal after they get all their stats, and they do have their damage reduction right here as well. So they should be able to survive this. Actually, they might end up killing as well, which I hope they don't. As long as World Tournament Goku doesn't get a bunch of additionals and crits. Okay, yeah, we're fine. So yeah, World Tournament Goku's tanking these, and then RIBRIANNE is at an 11.8 million attack stat. So with the crits and the additionals, dude, her damage can look good. Like, I'm not denying that. Look at that, 9 million crit. Okay, are we gonna kill? Hold on. If this crits and we get an additional crit, yeah, we might kill. I don't know, we gotta see. Okay, yeah, we're not killing. But still, a lot of damage, and the super, yeah, I'm gonna say 50k. 50k on the dot, if not double digits. Okay, yeah, double digits. All right, I mean, I was kind of, you know, underrating them a little right there. All right, sorry. Yeah, double digits, easy double digits from Red Zone Broly, and then double digits from the normal as well. So, type advantage, they're cooking, right? I mean, there's no way they're taking that much damage, but their teams also suck. So, there's that. I mean, look, Kakunta took 300k per normal. I mean, yeah, RIBRIANNE, she can look good in some situations, but overall, I don't know, man. I feel like she could have just been way better, but we've been talking crap about her, talking down on her literally the whole video, so I'll stop. Let's just go ahead and cut to her unit breakdown. Alright, so here we have the great love that saves the universe, RIBRIANNE, Kakunta, and Rosie. So starting off with her leader skill, it is Special Pose or Power of Wishes, category Ki +4, HP and attack and defense plus 150%. I mean, yeah, this kind of sucks. Unless you're new to the game or free to play, there's no value in this leader skill. There's just straight up better leads for both these categories. I think Special Pose has a good lead. Hold on, let's check really quick. I'm not sure, actually. Oh, yeah, there's Gamma 2. Okay, yeah, so Gamma 2, just a way better lead for Special Pose, so no real value in their leader skill. And then their super attack effect on their 12 key is that they raise attack and defense for 1 turn, colossal damage. 18 key, greatly raise attack and defense, mega colossal damage, so pretty good super attack effects. And then their passive is that when there are 2 or more tournament participant category allies on the team, they activate the intro animation, and then for 1 turn, they change physical, AGL, and STR orbs into tech key spheres, and then get 3 key for 3 turns. So key is not an issue with them, ever. Just want to clarify that. With all their orb changing, with the key they have built into their kit, you're always getting their 18 key, which is good because they get more stats on super on their 18 key. So I guess that's a good thing with them. And then they get 3 key, 122% attack and defense. They also change STR orbs into tech orbs. They have a medium chance to change physical orbs into tech orbs, and then a medium chance to change AGL orbs into tech orbs. So again, a lot of orb changing. Definitely pretty good, especially for them because they're tech. And then if HP is 66% or more when attacking, they launch an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super. And then when there's a Universe Survival Saga category ally self-excluded, they perform an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super. So most of the time you're running another Universe Survival Saga category ally on the same turn as them. So should be pretty easy to get that. But the difficult thing, yeah, not a lot of good linking partners with them. I mean, you can see right here, all of these guys that link good with them suck. I mean, I guess Dokkan Fest Kale is the only good one here. I mean, maybe LR Kale and Cliffler are kind of good as well, but like all these Kakunsas, Rosies, the other RIBRIANNEs, they all suck. The new banner unit, oh my god, they really suck. So, not a lot of good linking partners with them. Universe Survival Saga just needs more units, right? That's pretty much it. And then when 2 or more key spheres are obtained, they get 2 key and then 122% the stats when attacking, and then reduce damage received by 22%. So 22% damage reduction is nice, but it's just too low. That's pretty much it. They just need more damage reduction. And then they get a chance to crit plus 22% for every 2 key spheres obtained, up to 66%. Very simple. It should have just been 22% damage reduction and 22% chance to crit for every 2 key spheres obtained, up to 66%. So then you're getting 66% damage reduction and the 66% chance to crit. Because like I mentioned earlier, 66% damage reduction for this unit would be very good. You would easily be getting it pretty much every turn because like I said, key spheres is not an issue with them. And then also the 66% damage reduction is just a high amount, and it would be really good alongside of their almost milling defense. So very missed opportunity there, I'll just say that, but I don't know, man. This whole unit feels like a missed opportunity, I'm gonna be real. So their active skill or their giant transformation, they do transform into giant for 2 turns. The condition for it is that you can get it when there's another Power of Wishes category ally attacking in the same turn when HP is 66% or below. I mean, I guess that's a solid condition. It's not that difficult to get, but it's not really good either. And then the other condition is that you can get it once 6 turns have elapsed from the start of battle, so that's actually pretty good. Turn 6, you're going to be getting in most of these fights majority of the time, so I guess that's pretty easy. You're really only getting this at the end of the fight, though. I guess that's one thing you should keep in mind. And then their link set is More Than Meets the Eye, Metamorphosis, Battlefield Diva, Signature Pose, Tournament of Power, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. And then their categories are Special Pose, Power of Wishes, Peppy Gals, Universe Survival Saga, Transformation Boost, Joined Forces, Space Traveling Warriors, Tournament Participants, and then Giant Form. So that is the LR Ribrianne, Kakunsa, and Rosie. I know I said LR Ribrianne a lot throughout the video because that's basically what this is, but I guess technically LR Ribrianne, Kakunsa, and Rosie. Yeah, not a very good unit, but if you really like Ribrianne as a character or Kakunsa and Rosie, I guess congrats on, us finally getting an LR for them. I mean, they're not good, but at least you get to use them now. So once again, that has been the video. Let me know what you guys are thinking of these girls down in the comments, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.